All right, YouTube. Back to the quirky videos. I got to do something, I guess, right? So here we go. And I don't care if you're 3 nations, 3 superpowers, billionaires, what, it don't matter. This is just a concept being tossed out. But it plays out is what I'm trying to get at. On Earth or any other planet like Venus, wherever you would want to place like space cities where the well, it'd be advantageous or whatever you want to call it, is because you'd have the temperature of the planet to keep them warm and stuff like that. In the magnetic sphere, the EMF of the planet to you know, keep them from being like bugs in a microwave with the radiation. But here we go. Each one of those, and there'd be a lot of them, you know, like 7-ish per pod, and then, you know, they would stack out, and they would look not like that. And y'all, remember, I just drew this crap on because this is the way I was thinking at the minute, okay? Don't say, like, it has to be this, because it doesn't. Not some of it, you know what I'm saying? But to get back to what I'm trying to say, is using helium and compartmentalize the helium. And if y'all don't know, you should know. The Hindenburg, it's a voltage thing, y'all. Look down at some of the other videos. The Earth re-radiates coronal voltage from the sun, and it's trapped in our atmosphere at about 100 volts per 3 feet. The Hindenburg burned it was crappy resin that they used in their fiber, in their cloth. Once they colorized the film, you could actually see the difference. But you could see that before they colorized the film, just in the way the fire burned. So it was not hydrogen's fault. Okay, they demonized hydrogen, just like they took down Wardenclyffe Tower, because they didn't want to admit why Colorado Springs blew up. That's embarrassing if you could have free energy for life off the ground, you know. But you can, and this is how you would do it. If you anchor in any 3 that are on, you know, one hemisphere of the planet, the electromagnetic charge it would actually be charging to here as 0, even though this is in the millions of volts. And it would be a negative, is what I'm saying, grounded down. In the city is where you would have the power plant, and you just regenerate. You would send down power on the same cable, basically, on the same cable cluster. And you could power the entire continent. Well, you could power the whole planet with 2 of them. In how to make these little pods work, it would take this and then flipped, like mirrored. And these are just induction coil. If you didn't understand how the Earth works, it's negative. Throw enough negative charge at a high enough frequency or a high enough voltage, that shit will fly. I mean, because as you're going up, that's all you are, is in Tesla wasn't wrong, y'all. You just stole his shit. You didn't get the crib notes, and you didn't understand. But to get back to this, it would be mirrored like 8 is what you would need. And then to put them in 3, and if you're going to make a big, you know, put it in 6 like this. And that would give you all the controls of to fly new, is what I'm trying to say. Charge the skin negatively with a high enough frequency, and we have floating cities. And these little pods would just attach magnetically to the bottom, and that's how they would dock and interchange with this thing, and then you'd have a heavy lift going up into space. But to get back to what I was thinking of, the pods would use this. Yeah, the pods would be the smallest component, and then they could have like drop boxes and drums and stuff like that. But the pods would actually be powered by this, like through microwave or something like that. They wouldn't even have to, I mean, lithium or carbon, actually, y'all just got to trust me on a few things, okay? Bast hemicellulose from the hemp plant is going to be the best battery that you've ever had. I did make a video of it, and I don't blame the old boy for not believing the video. I mean, I was hitting that cell with 25 volts, and it was just a single cell, barely capable of max out, what, 3.7-ish, it should have been, and it carried a good nominal voltage, but I was hitting it with 25 volts both ways on video without it blowing up. So I don't blame the guy for not believing the video. I wouldn't have believed the video. I'm telling you, it's real, it's capable, it's going to make the shit fly. Making these skins out of that same material, and it's really easy to do. Like any chemically reducible plastic, like ABS plastic, is if you grind it, add the okay, we're just going to call it graphene from here on out, but add it to it, and then remelt it, and then regrind it and pelletize it, and then use it. It's a process. You have to put it into the plastic. You have to infuse it into the plastic first. But you could literally pull something up out of resin doing this that way, because you can infuse the graphene into almost anything. Just shake it. The best I've known, shake it down ultrasonically. Best advice I can give you. Other than that, you're on your own. But what else is there? My hand is going numb. Okay. Okay, guys, this is all I can think of at the minute. But this is for real. No BSing. No, I'm not monkey fooling. And way doable if you're one of these people that have this kind of money. And as long as you would take all your gaseous emissions, CO2 is not the demon child that you make it out to be. Stop injecting any gas whatsoever into the atmosphere. Anything above a few thousand volts, just that's it. That's its limit. If it's a campfire and smaller, great. If it's a forest fire, you put that shit out. At any cost, you put it out. It's that critical. I mean, yes, volcanoes erupt and they emit, carbon whip in the upper atmosphere. And that's the same, no different, okay? It's still an issue that if the earth was covered on all the land masses in like a permaculture canopy, say 10 feet deep, we would never have this issue ever. It would not come up. The CO2 would go into the ocean. It would naturally be absorbed into the water, up into the leaves of the trees. The canopy would automatically grow to compensate for the CO2. That's how come we got stuff like redwoods. At one time, the CO2 was much higher on Earth, obviously, is what I'm trying to say. There was a lot of stuff that if you look back in earth science, in alchemy, okay, thermodynamics, you can figure these out. It's not like witchcraft. This is just science, and it's just physics, y'all. But, okay, guys, Yah bless, and God bless, and Allah do you right, and all the names that you go under, and not like I'm getting all religious on y'all. I'm just saying I wish everybody luck in their own thing, in their own doing. But if we ever did work together, we could do a lot of cool stuff. We have thumbs, y'all. It's doable. Talk to you then. Bye.